How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prime Energon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Wreck and Rule Springer. Now, we all know that Springer has just been announced for Studio Series 86 lineup, but I think you guys should save some money and go for the Wreck and Rule or the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege version of Springer, because we all know that the 86, they made a Voyager into a leader class by just adding a couple little accessories, and they're making it into a leader class and charging leader class prices. Kind of expensive, and I think all they did was just make his shoulder pads a little bit more higher up to justify making him look taller, which is kind of dumb. But I think you guys should save your money and just go for either the Wreck and Rule version or the Transformers Siege version. Now, I picked this one just because I could like the colors more on this one rather than the messed up war damage on the Siege version. And this one does have the Wreck and Rule symbol on his chest, which that's fine. You could always cover that up with another decal or something, but it doesn't bother me. I prefer this colorway other than the Transformers Siege. So we're going to be taking a look at this version because this is my first time getting a Springer. I always wanted to get a Transformers Springer, and now's my chance. I got this for like $30 on Amazon, and I think the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege version is about $35 on there. So you're saving a lot of money just by getting this version or the Siege. And don't spend your money to get the Transformers 86 unless you absolutely have to have all of them, or you're a big fan of the 86 version, which I am. But I don't think I want to spend leader class prices for a Voyager figure, so I just went ahead and got this one, calling it a day. I love Springer. This is going to be my first Springer, and absolutely loving it. So let's take this guy out of the package. You already know what comes in here, but like I said, this figure is old, but it's new to me. So let's get started. Transformers Wreck and Rule Autobot Springer. Let's go. Alright, so let's get down into this review of the Wreck and Rule Legacy Transformers Autobot Springer. Now, I decided to pick this guy up just because he was a little cheaper on Amazon, and I like the color deco of this versus the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron one with all the battle damage and the scratches and stuff. I think this one just looks a little bit better. And yeah, if you're holding out for the Studio Series 86, I would say get either this or the Siege. Save your money because there's not much of a difference between the two. I think the 86 comes with a few more accessories, different molding on the chest, and the shoulders are a little bit higher, and different coloration too on the colors. But here we go for the box work of the Wreck and Rule Autobot Springer. Very nice artwork, very nice boxing. I kind of like this boxing. You get Transformers Legacy. It is a Voyager class. On the side, you get some more Legacy stuff right there. On the back, you get everything that you need to know about Springer. He is a triple changer for a Voyager class. At $30, I think that is freaking awesome. But what they're doing now with the 86 is they're making this into a leader class, and I think that's kind of shitty in my opinion. You get Legacy Wreck and Rule collection up here, and that is it for the box. So we're going to start off in helicopter mode for this guy, and he looks fantastic. I've been wanting to get my hands on a Springer for so long already, and now I finally got my hands on one, and I am perfectly happy with this. There are a little bit of flaws on here for this guy, but it's really not that much of a deal breaker. I love the coloration on this with this green and this yellow up here for the front, and the gray plastic actually looks okay for the figure. I kind of wish there was a little bit more paint on it, but it's really not that bad. Maybe just a little bit more yellow back here on the backpack, but still looks freaking fantastic. And here he is in helicopter mode. Taking a closer look at the front right here. This is going to be the chest. You got the Wrecker symbol right there, but you could easily put a Autobot symbol on there if you wanted to, just to make it more of a regular Autobot. But taking a look at the design, looks really good in my opinion in helicopter mode. I kind of wish the wheels would have maybe folded underneath But oh well for that. The back wheels, you could cover them up with the blasters that you get. And you could just put these on the back and give it more of that kind of a look right there. This is how he looks at the bottom. You do see his head down there. Probably could have turned that around. And yeah, it cleans up pretty well. And these swords double as the wind blades for helicopter mode, looking absolutely fantastic. Now I'm perfectly happy with this and not waiting for the Studio Series model. I'm perfectly happy with this guy. He looks freaking fantastic. I did have an issue to where this piece popped off on this side, and actually like a little corner of it got chipped off, so it would not stay. So I had to improvise and put a little pin in here just so this side could stay on. So that was kind of misfortunate, but everything worked out. You can see right there that little notch actually chipped off and broke off, so pin in there is absolutely fine. So yeah, we're starting in helicopter mode. So yeah, now let's get him into the car mode. So we're going to take off the spinners up here, take off his blasters, which you do get to cast in as gray plastic. So again, would have liked a little bit more paint. You can combine these two if you wanted. So there you go for two of the blasters, and for the swords, you can combine these into to make the blades. Pretty bland swords cast out of this, I want to say like a gray, flimsy plastic, but still a lot of detail on here. Both of them are going to be exactly the same. So yeah, let's turn them into a car. So we're pretty much going to take the backpack, swing this up, unhinge the arms a little bit, just like so, and then we're going to go ahead and bring down the arms just a tad to get this piece out of the way. Swing this around, lock this down just like so. Do the same thing over here. Disconnect right here, bring that down, swing around, lock into place, put away the little air fin, and then bring all of this forward. And you're going to get this little notch that's going to go right into the side right there of the arm. And all of this is going to combine itself. Just want to get this in there as good as you can. Can be a little tricky. And there we go for that side. Do the same thing over here. Just like that. Now you're going to want to bring out the legs. And make sure you snap everything in there. And then now we're going to go ahead and disconnect from the back. Just like so. And then we're going to connect everything back to where they were. Just like that. And we're going to rotate back the legs and bring everything back forward. You can see everything sort of collapsed down on here. So you're going to rotate back at the leg. And then collapse the hips back into place. And then we're going to go ahead and collapse this in. And now with this back hatch open, we're going to go ahead and swing this forward and rotate the foot around. Rotate the foot around, swing this forward. And you're going to get little slots that are going to be right in here that this foot is going to go right onto. And it's going to slip right into there. And do the same thing for that side. Connect the rear feet and start squeezing everything together. And then now we can go ahead and collapse the roof of the car. And there we go for car mode. And looking really, really nice. It does roll around quite nicely. For weapon storage, you can store the guns on the side right here. You can store them on any one of these numerous ports up here as well. And as far as the storage for the actual, you can store these up top if you wanted to. You can do a whole bunch of different options for storage of all of this stuff. Actually cleans up quite nicely. You can store them on the side if you wanted to. Put them on this side and give you this look right here. for weapons storage, and of course just put the helicopter up top. And here we go for car mode, looking really nice. Pretty much the same thing, just not as drawn out as it was in helicopter mode, with a little bit of a shorter tail on there and being split. How he looks at the bottom, how he looks in car mode, looking really nice. So now let's get him into robot form and get down to this actual review of him in robot form. So you're gonna pretty much undo everything that you did just earlier. And there we go. And then you're pretty much going to collapse everything just how it was. Now you can knock these fins in. For me, I like to keep them out just to give it more of a nicer, cooler look. And then we're going to break apart the arms and bring them down. And we're going to break apart right here at the waist. Now you want to be careful with how far you bring this piece down, because it is pretty much separated by that little piece of plastic that's giving it the little bit of a tension to loop it back into place. So it's a little bit scary for that. And then you're going to break apart everything right here, just like so. Bring it down, close these pieces up, closing the chest, bring the chest piece down and close up the back. Bring up the backpack, and everything should solidify into place once you get the arms in, and lock the arms into place. Detach right here, fold all of this inward, fold that in, bring down the shoulder pads, detach right here, bring it in. Absolutely looking beautiful. Love this colorway. I love the lime green on here. Take a closer look at the head sculpt. Very nicely done with the paint. Looks really nice with the darker green and the lighter green for the face. Love the chest sculpt. Would have wished there was a little bit more paint down here, but it is what it is. Already got a little dent on there. That's kind of misfortunate. Oh well. And checking out the shoulders, looking really nice. Of course, with the Studio Series, these are going to be painted the same yellow as this is. And checking out the arms, looking really nice with this detail. Love the detail on the arms, looking really good. Going down to the legs and the hips right here. Love the two-tone green, looking really nice. Going down to the actual legs, and this is that effect that I was telling you about with the fins still sticking out. Gives it more of a cooler effect, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. Looks more menacing with the fins still sticking out on the bottom. Taking a look at the feet. You got some nice green down here at the bottom as well. And the backpack cleans up quite nicely. Now it is a little bit loose, doesn't really stay into place. And I would like to see more yellow down here for this little thruster area. That would have been cool. Back of the legs actually clean up pretty well, as you could see right there. And yeah, he looks pretty darn cool. Now you can have him wielding his swords if you want to do that. Looking really nice with the swords, or you can have him wielding each blaster in each hand to give him this, so he can shoot and slash at the same time. Very nice for the Springer. I definitely love this colorway. He looks fantastic. So I'm perfectly happy with this and not waiting for the Studio Series 86. He looks fantastic. So articulation on this guy. Head is on a ball joint, can look up that far, down, go all the way around, a little bit of side to side. Arms can go all the way around. Shoulders can go all the way out, about that far. You get a upper bicep. You get a little over a 90-degree bend at the bicep. You get a wrist rotation. You get a waist rotation, although it does stop at a certain point due to this little piece down there. Can do the full splits. Can go all the way back and all the way forward. You do get a bend at the knee, which is well over 90 degrees. Now this part does tend to come out, does not really snap in there all too well, so that's another annoyance. So when you bend the knee, you sort of just gotta hold everything down. You get a thigh rotation. You get ankle tiltage forward, backwards, and side to side for that. So absolutely fantastic. Love Springer. glad I finally got him in my collection. Absolutely loving this guy. So quick comparison as far as the size goes in robot mode. So here we got Springer from the Wreck and Rule Legacy lineup. And here we got Studio Series 86 Ratchet, to give you that size comparison right there. We got Studio Series 86 Blaster, so almost about the same height as Blaster. Both, again, Voyager classes. Here we got Studio Series 86 Ironhide. So yeah, looking very nice with all of them on here. And I'm just so happy that I got myself a Springer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review of the Wreck and Rule Transformers Legacy Autobot Springer. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you're first time here at Prime Energon, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. See you guys the next time. Peace.